Hi, students. I hope that you are doing well and you are having a good week. This week you are working on USA Learns, and I hope that everything is going good for you. If you have any questions, always you can call or text me and ask me questions you have about English or homework, anything, any questions you have. So today we're going to talk about some vegetables. We're going to talk about vegetables today. Can you repeat vegetables? Repeat vegetables. So we have a lot of vegetables we're going to practice speaking today. And I want you to watch this video multiple times this week. I want you to watch the video again, repeat watching, and repeat practicing saying these vegetable words. So repeat artichoke. Artichoke. Artichoke is a weird vegetable. I do not eat it. It looks weird. I wonder, do you eat artichokes? You can say, yes, I do. I do eat artichokes, or no, I do not eat artichokes. That is an artichoke. They're kind of weird. They're different.
Artichoke.
Artichoke. All right, next we have this vegetable. Do you know what it is? It's an asparagus. Asparagus. Repeat asparagus. Asparagus. Asparagus is it's a green vegetable. It grows from the ground in the spring here. You can get asparagus growing in your garden. And I love asparagus. Very good. Good with
Asparagus.
asparagus. Good with butter. Okay, then we have this vegetable. This vegetable is something different it's called something different in England than United States. Here we call this an eggplant. An eggplant. We call it an eggplant. My husband and I use eggplant to make pizza. I know it sounds different, but eggplant is the bottom of the pizza, and then we put cheese and meat on the eggplant for little pizzas. And we're going to hear, this is what it is called in England.
Aubergine.
Aubergine. That is what eggplant in England is called. So there are different words for eggplant. All right, so we have this. I'm sure you all know what vegetable this is. This probably is not a new vegetable for you. So if you know it, say it right now. Good, this is a bean. Repeat bean. Bean. So there's more than one, right? So singular would just be one bean. But here we have beans, so that is plural, so more than one. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here it looks like we have maybe 25 beans, a lot of beans.
Beans.
Beans. Do you know what this is? If you cut it, it is red, very, very red, and almost pink color to it. I do not like them very much. They are beetroot. Repeat beetroot. Beetroot. So we in the United States, a lot of times we'll just say beet. We will not say root so much, we will say beet.
Beetroot.
Beetroot. I hope you know this vegetable. This vegetable is one of my favorites. It looks like a little green tree. I think it is delicious. I love it. I like it in my Chinese food. When I get Chinese food. Broccoli. Repeat broccoli. Broccoli. So broccoli is a very delicious vegetable that I like a lot in my Chinese food. I like it cooked lots of different ways.
Broccoli.
Broccoli. So here we have these little balls of green. I sometimes like these. They're called Brussels sprouts. Repeat Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Maybe your child, if you have a small child, they say, I do not want to eat, right? Maybe you do not want to eat Brussels sprouts. Some people like them, some people do not. So if we want to talk about if we like a vegetable or do not like, we would say, I like Brussels sprouts. If you do like, right? And if you do not like, you is bad, right? You say, I do not like Brussels sprouts. So this is kind of like a big Brussels sprout. It's used in a lot of salad, and maybe some Asian food, coleslaw. Repeat cabbage. Cabbage. I like cabbage. Do you like cabbage?
Cabbage.
Cabbage. So this is an orange vegetable. I love them, especially with like some dip or hummus, or you eat them, or you put them in soup. It's a carrot. Repeat carrot. Carrot.
Carrot.
All right, right here we have a white vegetable that is the color of this. It's like a white, kind of like white broccoli. It is called cauliflower. Repeat cauliflower. I love cauliflower in the oven, on the grill. It's very good.
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower. Next, we have a very popular vegetable for soup, and you can put peanut butter on it and just eat it for a snack. Is celery. Repeat celery. Celery. Good, very good job. So I like celery. Do you like celery? Maybe you say, I do not like celery. I do not like to eat it.
Celery.
Celery. I think you all know this vegetable is very popular in Illinois. You see it everywhere. And the color of it is yellow. So this vegetable is called corn. Repeat corn. Corn.
Corn.
Very good. Good job. So this is a different vegetable. It's called different things it's called by a different name in England than United States. Here we call this vegetable a zucchini. Repeat zucchini. Zucchini. So a zucchini, I like to eat zucchini. You can make that into kind of like zucchini pasta. Also, zucchini bread is very delicious. I like zucchini bread.
Courgette.
So in England, they call it a courgette, which is very different than zucchini. But here we call zucchini. Here's a vegetable very common in salad. I love it. I love it for dipping in hummus or on a salad. It's called cucumber. Repeat cucumber.
Cucumber.
Cucumber. This is a very popular spice. We call these more of a spice for your food. And spice are all the different things you put in your food to make it taste good. So here we have garlic. Repeat, garlic.
Garlic.
I think probably all of you use garlic in your cooking. I use a lot of garlic when I'm cooking. And cooking is when we are making food, cooking. Here is another popular spice for food. It's called ginger. Repeat, ginger. Ginger. Yeah, it's very delicious. A lot of times used in Asian food. At least that's when I use it. Also, I think maybe different kinds of food from India or different areas of the world. It's very popular.
Ginger.
Ginger. Here we have common American vegetable, green beans. Repeat, green beans. Green beans is a vegetable that a lot of Americans eat for dinner. Very common dinner vegetable. These look like fresh green beans, but you can also get them in a can.
Green beans.
Green beans. So here, this is kind of like an onion, but it's not quite an onion. It's called a leek. Repeat, leek.
Leek.
Yeah, a leek, you can still find at the grocery store, like an onion. And sometimes people use them instead of onion. Repeat, lettuce. Lettuce. Lettuce is commonly used in salad. That's when you a lot of times see lettuce being used. I love salad. I love it. Salad is my favorite. It's my favorite food. Favorite means it's the best. Out of all foods, I love salad the most. Some people maybe say my least favorite food is salad or is lettuce. You know, they do not like.
Lettuce.
Repeat, mushrooms. Mushrooms. Mushrooms can be used in a lot of food, a lot of cooking. I like mushrooms with my eggs.
Mushrooms.
Repeat, onion. Onion. Onion is kind of the same as a leek, a little different, more common. Like we use a lot of onion in our house when we're cooking. Onion and garlic, we use a lot of. So this is another spice. We call it an herb. Herb. This one is a very common herb that we use for cooking. It's called parsley. Repeat, parsley. A lot of times you can put parsley in a lot of things. I like to put it in soup.
Parsley.
Parsley. And here we have peas. Repeat, peas. So actually this part is called, this big part is called a pod. Repeat, pod. And then these are the peas. P, P, P. Peas are very common American vegetable.
Peas.
Peas. All right, repeat, pepper. Pepper. So this is a bell pepper. Bell peppers are the big ones, and they come in, you can see them on the outside of the slide, like orange and yellow and red and green, all different colors. And then there are special peppers that are hotter, like jalapeno peppers are hotter. Habanero peppers are hot. Spicy, we call it spicy when it makes your mouth hot.
Pepper.
Pepper, I love peppers. This is very delicious vegetable. One of my favorites is a potato. Potato, you can mash it, you can make French fries, so many different things you can do with a potato.
Potato.
Repeat, potato. There are yellow potatoes, red potatoes, all different kinds of potatoes. This is a vegetable you usually see here. Technically it's a squash. You see it in this area in the fall. It is used to make pie. It's called a pumpkin. Repeat, pumpkin. Pumpkin. We love pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving. That is very yummy, very delicious. Next, we have a radish. A radish is a common vegetable on salad. Sometimes it can be spicy.
Radish.
Radish. Here we have another, it's kind of like lettuce, but it's dark green, not light green. It's dark, dark green. It's called spinach. Repeat, spinach. Spinach is very, very good for you, right? If you've heard of Popeye, Popeye the Sailor Man, he eats lots of spinach to be big and strong, spinach. This is probably my favorite vegetable. It's called a tomato. Repeat, tomato. Tomato is very delicious. I like to put some salt and pepper on my tomato and eat. I like to also grow tomatoes in my yard, in my garden. I like to grow my own tomatoes.
Tomato, also American tomato.
So do you hear that the British pronunciation is tomato, right? And ours is tomato. So when we say it, toma, they have the ah sound for the a. But we have tomay, it says the name of it, right? Tomato. Here we have a turnip. Repeat, turnip. Some people like turnips. I'm not good at cooking turnips. I don't know why. They just turn out bad. But this is a turnip.
Turnip.
And that's all the vegetables we're going to talk about. Now we're going to talk about how we can prepare food. So we're going to look at some different verbs for preparing food. So remember, a noun is a person, place, thing, animal, or idea. A verb is an action word. So usually in a sentence, we have a noun and then a verb. A noun and then a verb. So verbs. So these are actions for making food when we're cooking, right? Right now, you are at home maybe a lot. So maybe you're doing a lot of cooking. That is why we are going over these words today. So this should have a U here. This is cut. Let me add that. Oh, it showed up here. That's interesting. So this is cut. Repeat, cut. And we can listen.
Cut.
Cut. And this U here is underlined because it is important. Strong U here. Cut. Cut. We have a short U sound. But here we see this person is cooking. They're cutting a tomato. Usually we use a knife. This here is a knife. We use a knife to cut the tomato. Repeat, stir. Stir. So usually when we are cooking, if we have a big spoon, we are stirring to make sure nothing is burning. Burning is when food is bad, right? It turns black, it does not smell good, so we stir so food does not burn. Repeat, bake. Bake. A lot of times when we're baking, we can bake vegetables, we can bake meat like chicken or pork or burger or ham or turkey. We can also bake cookies. So here, a lot of baking and bread. Cookies and bread are baked and this is baked in an oven. Repeat, oven. Oven is this big machine that makes the baking happen. Next, we have grate. Repeat, grate. Grate, this is a grater, and it is used to make the vegetable very small, maybe for soup or for cooking, easy, it's just fast. A lot of times we will grate cheese, right? You get a very, very nice, if you have a big block, a big square of cheese, you can grate the cheese to make it smaller. Repeat, peel. Peel. So in this picture, this person is peeling a potato. So a lot of times this down here is the peel. We would call this is a potato. This is a potato peel. So it's also a noun. So this is the peel of the potato. This man, he is peeling the potato. So that is the action he is doing. He is taking the peel off the potato because some people do not like to eat that. So we have two for strain. So these are both straining. Repeat, strain. Strain. So strain is when you have maybe pasta with water and you're trying to get the water off the pasta. So this here is our noodles or pasta. Next, we have whip. Repeat, whip. Whip is very similar to the next word, whisk. So we do not have a picture for whisk, but whip and whisk are very similar. This is called a whisk. This instrument right here is called a whisk. So it's usually when you're going in a small circle motion, trying to make something big and fluffy. It's kind of difficult to describe. Next, we have chop. Repeat, chop. And we have that CH sound makes the chop, 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 chop. So chop is when we are trying to make vegetables smaller. Usually very small when we are chopping. Repeat, slice. Slice. Usually we talk about slicing when it comes to bread. So you see this person has a knife and they are cutting the bread very thin. That's slicing. Repeat, pour. Pour. So pour is when you are, it can be syrup, it can be you are pouring a drink, like maybe you are pouring water. You can pour water in your glass, you can pour water on a plant, you can pour maple syrup on pancakes. So pour is usually when you're putting a liquid, this is a liquid, onto something. So that's pour. Repeat, pour. I know I mentioned potatoes earlier. These are potatoes, and this is what they're doing is mashing. Mash. Repeat, mash. So remember, with the SH sound, we get a sh sound, like you're telling someone to be quiet. Shh, mash. So mash is when you're taking the potato and making it nice and soft and fluffy and delicious. Repeat, spread. Spread. So we have the SP sound is sp, sp, spread. So spread is when you have some sort of maybe peanut butter or jelly and you are putting it on a piece of bread. You can also spread other things, but this is most common for spread. Grill, repeat grill. Grill. We have the two L's at the end. Grill. So grills are outside usually, and during the spring and summer and fall, we will put food out. My husband and I love to grill. It gives these nice kind of black char to it. It's very good. Repeat squeeze. Squeeze. We have a lot of E's in this word. Squeeze. So squeeze is when we're usually trying to make some sort of juice. So this person is squeezing an orange. That is a fruit, orange. We'll talk about fruit soon in the future. Next we have fry. Repeat fry. So fry is when you put something in we call this skillet or pan. So this person is frying an egg. You can also fry potatoes in a pan, something with a skillet with maybe some oil. So thank you. Thank you for learning some new words with us today. So now I have a couple examples I want to look at before we are finished. I want you to look at, we're looking at present tense today. I want you to look at some pronouns using the verbs we learned today. So I will read these sentences. I want you to repeat, okay? I poured the soda. Repeat. I pour the soda. Good. You fried the cucumber. Repeat. You fried the cucumber. He grills the tomato. Repeat. He grills the tomato. Good job. She spreads the jelly. Repeat. She spreads the jelly. Repeat. We chop the onion. We chop the onion. Repeat. They mash the potato. They mash the potato. You're doing a great job. So remember, our pronouns are our singular pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, and our plural pronouns are we, they, and we have the plural you. We do not have that on here, but the plural you. Remember, there's also singular you and plural you. So remember, I want you to review your pronouns this week. Be thinking about them. We will talk more about them. So for your homework, I want you to make some sentences. So let's read the directions. Make 3 sentences using a subject pronoun. So what I, you, he, she, it, we, they. You're going to use a subject pronoun and a cooking verb. So any of these verbs over here on the left, slice, pour, mash, spread, you can use any of these verbs to make a sentence. Something I want you to watch out for is in the present tense, when we use he, she, and it, we add an S to the end of the verb. So he grills, not grill, he grills. She spreads. So for I, you, we, and they, we have no S for present tense, no S. But for he, she, it, usually we will have S. So I want you to make 3 sentences like these. So these are your examples here. So for example, you could say, I grill chicken. You do not have to use all vegetables. So up here I said I poured the soda, like cola, like Coke. And jelly is not vegetable, but you do not have to use the vegetable words. You can use the vegetable words, but I want you to write 3 sentences, use a subject pronoun and a cooking verb. And I want you to write the sentences and I want you to text them to me. Text them to me. Send me a text message with your sentences. So thank you, students. I thank you for everything that you do, and I hope you have a great week. If you have any questions, let me know.